What kind of printables could you make to make a passive income? Let's find out in this video. Hello Home Bosses, my name is Nuria Corby from thehomeboss.com. Welcome to my channel, which is all about helping you to make money online. And in my past videos I've talked about printables and how they can create a passive income for you, and today I want to talk a little bit more about what kind of printables you could create, what kind of niches you can target. And the reason I like printables so much is because they're relatively easy to produce. You can make them on Canva or on PowerPoint, and even if you're a beginner, they're fairly easy to make. And you can start selling them on sites like Etsy or your own blog. I will talk about where you can sell your printables a bit later on in the video. But first of all, I want to tell you what kind of printables you can make, what is popular, what is selling out there, and you will see how there are so many opportunities. It's one of the reasons I like printables so much, because they can create a passive income. And I talked about this in my last video. Is passive income really passive? Not really, because you have to put in the work before. But once you have created a printable and you put it on your website or on Etsy, you only need to create that printable once, and then you can sell it over and over again. And that's when your income then becomes passive. And that is the case for any digital products that you can sell online. But printables are easy to make. So in today's video, I'm going to focus on those. So why are printables so popular? They are popular because they help people organize their lives. If you think about the kind of printables that are selling, they're all kind of organizing somebody's life. They all help you to stay focused. They help you to organize things. They help you to plan things. So I will go into the type of niches that you can target for printables, and you can see what I mean. So let's start with the first niche, and that is planners. You can make printable planners. They are a type of printable, but that's not a niche. You then have to find your niches, and niches are the people that you are targeting or the benefits of your printable. It's basically, what is your printable used for? So a niche can be mums, because printables can be used by mums to organize their lives. And if we're talking about planners, you can target your planners directly at mums and their lives and what they need in their lives. So we know that mums are very busy with children and they need to organize their school, their extracurricular activities. They might need to take them to ballet lessons or to football classes or whatever they are doing to enrich their children's lives. That all has to be planned, and planners come in very handy for mums. So planners targeted at mums is one niche, for example. There are more. You can target them at students. Students have to organize their lives as well. So it's very good to make a planner that is specifically for a student, and you have to know your niches. So you know that students, their main activity is during term time. So you have to find out when that is. Different countries have different term times, so you need to target that specific niche and know all about it so that you make a planner that they can use and that they love using. People like to use printable planners because then they can just print off the pages that they need. So who else can you target with planners? You can target content creators like me. So I need to organize my business. I have YouTube, I have Katie Pilo content book publishing, I have making printables, I have Etsy shops. What else have I got? There is so much that I create content for, my social media. So all of that needs a planner. I need a planner to organize myself. So you can target content creators. So if you're publishing low content books, for example, you also know what somebody would need in a planner to plan your low content book. So you can create printables for low content book creators to plan their books and their niches and their keywords. There is a lot that they can use a planner for. You can make planners for people who work online. That's a specific niche. Or you can make planners for people who are going on vacation. So they need to plan their vacation, or people who want to go on a road trip, or birthdays. Birthdays need to be planned. So a printable with a a planner that helps you plan your birthday parties. That is very popular. Wedding planners, they're very popular. So you can see how many different planners there are. And when you're creating a planner, there's absolutely so many niches that you can bear in mind and make printables for any of them. And if you do your research, you will see how many of them sell and which ones are the really good niches. So create printables in niches that you first of all know something about, so that you can make a printable that really helps people, and also do your research and see which ones are really popular. What other printables can you make? You can go into the educational need and make educational printables. This is a huge niche, and I've talked about this niche before. There are so many different types of printables you can create. It helps if you are an educator or someone who has taught in the past, or a teacher or a mum, because then you really know what those children or the students need to plan their lessons or to plan what they're learning. So the educational niche is huge, and I will actually tell you about a niche, a very special niche at the end of this video, which I think is not so well known, and it's really popular. And this is a niche that you can really tap into, and not many people know about this, and not many people are making printables for this niche. So, and it's so popular. So I'll tell you about this at the end of my video. But the educational niche is one where there's an infinite number of things that you can create. So you can create educational printables for any subject, for maths, for English, for geography, for science, for physics, for chemistry, for the different grades, for kindergarten, for first grade, second grade, third grade. So the list just goes on and on and on. So the educational niche is a huge niche, and I could make a video just on that alone. But watch the end of the video, because there is a really good niche that I'm going to reveal to you that I think it's very specialized, but it's a really good niche. Another type of printable you can make is trackers. Trackers are really popular because people sometimes need a checklist or a tracker where they track their water intake, for example. Or if they want to stop smoking, they can track how many days or how many hours they've gone without smoking. Or you can make a tracker for people who need to take certain medication, and they can track what they've taken at what time, that kind of thing. So those kind of printables are really helpful to people who need to track something. And that could be anything. That could be exercise, for example, the kind of exercise. If they want to track it, they can track their calorie intake. They can track what books they've been reading. There's so many things that you can track, and there's a demand for it. All you have to do is do a bit of research, and you will see how many people are buying these kind of printables. Another type of printable you can make are art prints. So people like to print off their own artwork, and one that is particularly very popular at the moment is quotes. They like to print off quotes and hang them on their wall. They frame them, hang them on their wall. But you can also do cute little images for babies' nurseries, or for children's rooms, or fruit pictures for your dining room or kitchen. There is so much that you can create as a printable artwork that people can then frame and hang on their wall. And if you do the research, again, you will see how popular they are. Another very popular type of printable are coloring pages. Sometimes people don't want to buy a whole coloring book, they just buy the pages. You can go on Etsy and check that out. There are lots of people selling coloring pages, and you can sell them as well. And you can combine them with educational coloring pages. So you can make coloring pages that teach children the colors, for example, or numbers or words. So again, there's an endless variety of printables you can create as coloring pages. Another very popular type of printables is organizers or checklists, and it's similar to the tracker, but this is more like a guide. So you're giving people a guide on a step-by-step instruction on how to do something. So it can be a guide on moving house, for example, the kind of things that they need to remember to do. Another very popular guide is a cleaning list. You know, people like to organize their house, to clean their house, and you can have a step-by-step guide that helps them get this kind of work organized. I think guides are really about organizing somebody, and if you're good at that kind of thing, if you're really good at making step-by-step lists or organizing your life, then that's perfect, because people like me need a lot of help, and I would be the first one to buy that kind of guide because I need to organize my life the same as anybody else, and it would be really helpful to have that kind of printable. And it's so easy to just print it off, and then you can just tick off the tasks as you go along. And sometimes we forget a step in between, and a task like that is really helpful. So they're very popular printables. I could definitely benefit from an office organizer printable. So there's another idea. There are lots and lots of ideas for that niche. Another very popular niche is mindset guides. Now, mindset guides is anything to do with mindset. So it could be inspirational prompts, daily motivational quotes, something that people can read and be motivated for the day. They could also be things like prayer guides. So anything that's faith related will fall under this niche. Or it could be something like daily affirmations. So this is another very broad niche that you can then niche down and do a bit of research, and you'll see how popular these kind of printables really are. And where can you sell all these printables? Well, my recommendation is that you start with Etsy, because Etsy has an audience for printables. There are many people ready to buy printables on Etsy. It's far more difficult to have an audience on Shopify, for example, or on your blog. And I think that's why Etsy is a good way to start selling printables. And once you have created your printables on Etsy and you're starting to sell them, then you can, of course, branch out and have your own website, a Shopify store, and you do need an audience for that. So you either need to advertise that, or if you're a blogger, then printables are absolutely ideal for you because you've already got an audience and you can add printables to your blog, and you keep 100% of the profits. Once you have paid the payment providers, then that is a really good way to make an income and a way to promote your blog as well, because you can put freebies on your blog. You can create some printables that people can download for free, and that will drive people to your blog, and therefore you already have an audience there as well. There are some really great examples of people who have created printables for their own website and for their own store, and that's a really great place to sell your printables. You can also go on sites like Teachers Pay Teachers, and there are many sites where people buy educational printables as well. So Etsy would be your first port of call. So start with Etsy first, and then once you've made money on Etsy, it's very easy to make money on other sites because you already have your customers that might want to buy some more. So I'm creating a course at the moment about printables. I'm still working on that. I'm creating a mini course which will be ready by the 14th of August. And those of you who bought the maths worksheet generator software know already that I'm creating this course because it was one of the bonuses I was giving away if you bought the software through my affiliate link. And that will be a mini course, but then I'm creating a much bigger course all about printables, how to make them, how to research them, where to sell them, how to make money with them. So that will be a course that I don't know when that will come out. That will take me some time to make. But in the meantime, I wanted to tell you about a really special niche and about a course that's coming out. Not my course, it's Becky Beach who's creating this course, and the course is about creating printables for kids with special needs. So this is a very untapped niche. This is something that not many people are creating, and when Becky told me about this, I thought this is perfect. I had a look at the course, and I think the course is really good for people who have already started making printables. If you've never made printables before, then you can still take this course, but I think it's better for people who already know how to make printables, who already sell printables, and for them this is just a really great way to expand and to have another niche, a new fresh niche that not many people are targeting. And Becky has teamed up with her sister for this course, Christine, and Christine has been a special education teacher for 15 years. And in this course, she's revealing the printables that she has created for her students. And you get a step-by-step video training on creating 5 types of printables, task and routine charts, fish addition, feeling sticks and chart, color matching and color patterns. And you also get bonuses such as 5 printable template sets of the tasks you learned. And it's a really good course because it's, like I said, an untapped niche. Not many people are making printables for kids with special needs. Kids with special needs, and I've had them in my own family, and there are many, many people that have children with special needs or that know of children with special needs. They learn in a completely different way to other children, and I think that this is really helpful for them. And if you can create printables for this market, you do need to have a little bit of an idea on how to create printables for this course, but if you have made printables before, then this is something that you can try. And it's, for me, I think this is something that is very dear to my heart, and I would love to create some of these printables, and I will create some of these printables because I think they're really worthwhile making. So this is a course made by somebody with hands-on experience, with many years of experience in her field. And for that reason, I think I went through the course, and I think that these type of printables can really help and are very popular and people buy them. So when does this course launch? It launches, I'm just having a look so that I don't get it wrong. It starts on the 5th of August at 7 a.m. Central Time, and it ends, the launch ends on the 12th of August at 11:59 Central Time, 11:59 p.m. Central Time. So it's from the 5th of August to the 12th of August. And normally the course is $147, but during the launch, you can get this course for $47. And for $47, you get the Printables for Kids with Special Needs course, which has 6 bonuses, 5 printable template sets, and a $20 off coupon for the PLR template at plrbeach.com, which is Becky's website where she sells her printables and her courses. So it's $47 for the Printables course for special kids, and that is during the launch time. After that, it will go up in price. So I think this is a really good deal for people who have already made printables, who have some kind of knowledge in the special needs kids sector. And for those, this would be ideal. I think if you haven't made printables, then maybe do a course where you learn how to create printables first, because then it will be a lot easier and you will understand why these are different. And Becky has also planned a webinar for this course, so this will take place on the 5th of August at 11 a.m. Central Time, so you can ask her questions directly. So if you decide to buy this course, let me know and I'll send you a link to the webinar as well, so that you can ask your questions directly to Becky. And this is what I wanted to tell you about, that there is a very special niche, and that is the niche for kids with special needs. And it's a very underrated niche. I don't think many people are making printables for this niche, but it's a very in-demand niche. And I think the reason not many people are making printables for this niche is because you really need to know what you're doing, and you really need to know what special needs require from a printable. And this is where Becky's course comes in. So if you're a teacher, an educator, or a mum, maybe with a child with special needs, this will be ideal. And I hope that this is useful for you. I will leave all the links below. This is an affiliate link. So if you click on my affiliate link to purchase, then that means I get a small commission. And I thank you all so much. For anybody who's done this in the past and has bought anything from my link, you don't know how much I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. I hope you're going to create printables. Let me know if you are. Let me know if you've already created printables, and I will be making more videos in more detail on the different niches. And this is such a good way of making an extra passive income, especially if you are already creating low content books. You can turn your interior pages into printables in many cases. So this should be helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye bye.